Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see everybody today. We are ready for another Learn with Led on this fine Saturday. Let's first, as we always do, say hi to the good friends in the chat here. TC Blankenship, P1 for you, sir. Wonderful done. Deep, good to see you in P2. G, P3, nice podium. Good looking podium. G says our thumbnail looks good. I like that picture a lot. That's of the Supra, I think, is the one that we picked there. I actually did that livery myself. Weird, right? And then yeah, it worked out pretty well. It's a good shot. Number 2, good to see you. Craig, awesome to see you here, man. Let's see. Saragon, good to see. He says he can't stay, but here's your hello and your like. I got your business trip still, yeah. And Saragon has been a member of the channel for 5 months. Man, that's a super stud club moment right there, bud. Appreciate you so much, man. And then let's see who else we got. We got SD in the house. Race long and prosper, as he always says. He's still working, man. You said you had 60 hours already this week when you woke up this morning. That's ridiculous, man. I heard you got a bonus though, so at least that. Sheesh. Nate, good to see you. Hi, Led in chat. 7 more to 1K. Let's go. Yeah, man. It's for real. For real. Pat, good to see you, man. And Carl, good to see you as well. Excuse me. Still have this cough, so apologies for the noise and whatnot. I'm gonna try and remember to mute myself when it gets really bad. But yeah, that's going on. All right, a lot of people saying hi to each other. Wonderful. Okay, so as we're about to get going here, Chaos, good to see you, and Grover's good to see you as well. Oh, we got an echo. Got an echo. Why do we have an echo? Oops, I think I might have to mute. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, I couldn't do that earlier, I think. No, if I do that, that's not going to work. Not sure why there's an echo. It's an echo on me, right? Is that what we're talking about? Oh boy, a whole bunch of people just hopped in. Let's see. Hello to Briggs. Good to see you. Wrench, good to see you as well. My goodness. And yes, so we have had a bit of an unexpected technical difficulty. It's one we can overcome. So it's not the end of the world. This will just look a tiny bit different than what it looks like sometimes. So, but without further delay, let's go ahead and bring in our guest for today. And let me get this right. And say hello to Mr. GermanKiwi. How you doing today, friend?
Hi, Led. Doing well.
Oh, it's
hi,
great.
hi to the guys in the chat.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks for tuning up.
They're coming out in force today to see you so far, man. They must they must want to see what's up with the GermanKiwi. We all want to know what's up with the GermanKiwi, honestly. You're a big you're a fan. Honestly, to me, you're kind of a fan favorite. Like when it comes to folks that we recognize from other channels, like I associate you with the Greasy Squad, you know? Like that's where I first met you. And of course I see you in a bunch of other chats too here and there. So it's a lot of fun. But so we were efforting to be able to get sorry, not Greasy, that's a different guy. GermanKiwi in a lobby with us, but on his end it's not quite working out. He's not able to join our lobby. That's what the delay was about. We were trying to make it happen. So that's a little unfortunate. However, we can still do a Learn with Led with share screens and doing that sort of thing. So, in fact, you know, this may prove to be a really good way to do it as well. So, it'll be a good. We'll call you a little bit of a guinea pig there, Kiwi, and we'll see how this rolls. I like it. So let's get, as we always do, we like to spend some time getting to know our friends here, our guests that come in chat. Let's see. So first of all, your name has a little bit to do with where you're from and where you live, right? Tell us a little bit about that.
Correct. Yeah. So I'm a Islander, and because of my job, I wound up in Germany, and I've been 26 years. So
That's
where the GermanKiwi came from.
right. So you said 36 years?
26.
26 years in Germany, originally from New Zealand. That's wonderful. And so your job, you say you're a musician, correct?
Correct. I'm a musician. I'm a professional trumpet player. I also conduct, teach, and I also record orchestras and stuff. So
right, that's really cool. You know, it's kind of rare to be able to find somebody who is a musician and actually gets paid enough to to continue to do that. You must love it if you've been doing it for this long. I'm really happy for you. A lot of people out there that love music and play music, but really can't make a living off of it. So there you are. You're actually doing it. That's pretty cool, man.
yeah, no, it's a great job. The times when I'm sitting on the stage with my instrument, big grin on my ugly face, and thinking, "Hey, they're paying me for this." It's
Yeah, right. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see. We got Inky Howie. Oh man, we got Inky Howie being a big fan of you. He says that's pretty sweet.
thank you.
Let's see. G asks, where in Germany are you?
I'm in Bremen,
Okay, there you
North
go.
Germany.
Northern. Okay.
I think Inky Howie is my ex-wife.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
No kidding. All right. Well, there you are then. We're bringing people together on the Lead Pencil channel. Like,
She's cool. She's cool.
that's great. That's great. Grover's asks, where in New Zealand are you from?
I was born on the North Island in a little place called Paikakariki, which is just north of Wellington. But
Fantastic.
when I was about 10, we moved to the South Island, Christchurch. So that's where.
Well, there's more sheep than people in the Southern Island, isn't there? Or is that just a rumor?
No, it's not it's actually quite true. Although they're tending more towards beef now instead of lamb and stuff.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
And South Island, I think they did a lot of they did a whole lot of shooting for the Lord of the Rings, right?
Yes, they did. Hey, I actually just got into
you just got in. I see that.
Yeah.
You just kept trying while we've been talking here. Okay. Well.
Yeah, just pushing buttons.
Yeah, just put. Well, enter before anything else happens. Gee. Okay. Let's see. Ace, good to see you. Appreciate you being here.
Oh, great.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, this changes things a little bit. We'll stay in the pits for now as we do our interview part here. So let's do that. Drive Me to the Library just said hi. Hello, Drive Me to the Library. For those who don't know, this is my wonderful wife that has popped into the chat. Awesome to have you here as well. And just a couple floors above me, so it's great.
Can you tell Wesley? Can you tell Wesley the answer is in my basement?
Oh, it's in your basement. Okay, that's the answer to Wesley's question. Very good. Okay. Oh my. Okay, Briggs is bringing out the. This is the name of a mountain in New Zealand. Do you see that?
It's the longest name in the world.
What does it mean?
It has something about a king living up there and falls down, basically.
Wow, that's incredible. So they named it like an entire sentence or two.
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, Drive Me to the Library says she's actually off to the library. So in case you don't realize, a little window into the life of my wife, she is an avid book reader, book lover. So, oh, they want me to read it. Okay. All right, hang on. Here we go. Taumata wakatang hanga kawao o tamates turi puka kapiki. I love that one. Manga horo noku pokai wenus kitinatahu. It's a mountain in New Zealand. No problem. It was easy.
That was not bad. You just have to know that WH is more like F.
A WH is like an F. That's cool.
So it's
Whakatangi, and then Whenua. Yeah, okay. Excellent.
Yeah. Great.
Massive.
Really good.
Just got to break it down into syllables. That's all. Craig says, "Can you read it, Renchi?" Oh yeah, G knows it too. He says WH is said like F. That's wonderful. Okay, well, that was a direction I didn't intend to go, but that was fun. We love doing that kind of thing. Okay, let's see. So you've been doing sim racing now for a bit, right? You tell us your setup. What you got? What are you using over there?
Okay, so I'm using an Amiga Lite racing rig with a Fanatec 8 Newton meter and a V2.5 wheel. DSL pedals with load cell brake, and that's basically it. And a lot of hope.
A lot of hope. I love it. So did you? So GT7. Obviously, you play that. Any other sim games or racing games that you play right now, or no?
No, not really. I bought the WRC game, but that's not really my thing. So
Okay.
basically just Gran Turismo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of these COVID people
Okay.
who was looking for something to do in 2020 in lockdown,
Uh-huh.
and that's when I started.
Okay.
Basically GT7. It was my first console was the PS4 that I bought. I've now upgraded to a PS5. But,
Right.
so
did you play? Did you start with sport mode? Or sorry, not sport, but GT Sport, or what did you start with?
GT Sport. Was
GT Sport.
first.
Gotcha. And then obviously GT7 was a natural thing to do after that. That's very nice.
And I remember my first race. I remember my first lobby race because I bought the PS Plus, and then I waited 2 weeks. I was so nervous about going online.
Okay.
And,
yeah, it is a kind of a nerve-wracking thing. So tell us a little bit about your sport mode journey. So you started playing online with GT Sport, or did you do it just in GT7, or how did that go?
No, GT Sport.
Okay.
I started doing that. And, discovered that I was pretty quick. I overdid.
There you go. And
the question that was going through my head is why am I so fast? The question was, why are the others so slow?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but so that sounds a bit arrogant. It came across wrong, but
no, you're fine.
it was of course a D lobby or whatever. But,
right. The ranking was low. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so I've done a bit of racing in real life past, but and that sort of helps a little bit.
Yeah, you have a little bit of a background there. Oh dear. So a little bit of background, apparently, from Inky Howie. Says, funny thing is, when he had to do his driver's license again for Germany, he failed the first time. Is that right? Just bringing in some past here. Oh dear.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's actually true. It was basically a situation where experience was like a negative.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So back to your sport mode journey, though, and online racing. So how has that gone for you? Like as far as progression, you started out pretty good. Was there any point where you started to hit like a roadblock? No, pun intended, basically, and had to like really think about how to get better? Like tell us a little bit about that.
Well, no, not really. It was pretty steady progression. And then there was a stage where I met people like Gr4. It was a big help and was extremely encouraging. You know, he's saying, "Hey, you're quick." And, and that really helped because I was having like a lot of self-doubts and stuff. I mean, I knew I was okay. I also went through a phase of being an angry driver.
Sure.
Where I would see red pretty easily. And discovered that is not the person or driver I want to be.
Yeah.
Because I always felt bad when I did a revenge punt or something.
Right.
I really felt bad.
Right. It promises you great feelings and then sort of leaves you empty inside, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit like alcohol.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the reason you reached out to me though was you said to me in PSN chat, you said that basically you find that you are, especially like in the daily races, you find, you're often very good at A, and you're pretty good at Group 4 cars. But when it comes to the Group 3 cars, there's something about those that gives you a little bit of struggle, huh?
Yeah, and I can't figure it out, and that's why I came to you, because it's quite frustrating,
Yeah.
Being in a race, and daily race, I'm pretty quick. Yeah, and like you said, in Group 4s, they're also okay, but it's like there's a block there, or I'm not just not seeing what the problem is.
Yeah, and you also said Group 2 you're pretty strong in, correct?
Yeah, I love Group 2.
Right.
Great fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and so for the friends in chat, like we, when he brought this up to me a month or two ago, I thought like this is actually very similar to my own experience, where Group 4 and Group 2 mysteriously come a lot more naturally to me, and I seem to be able to set very quick times in a short amount of time. Like, it doesn't take too long. With Group 3s, I always have to work at it a little bit more, and I've wondered why myself a little bit. Excuse me. So when GermanKiwi mentioned this to me, it really got me thinking, okay, let's stop and think about this. There's got to be a reason, right? So what is it? What's the reason? And so this has really caused me to dive into it for the last couple of weeks and really say, okay, let's figure this out. Let's figure out why. So that's part of what we're going to do. And perhaps for many of you, as you are, doing your thing out there on the daily races and getting in these cars and such, perhaps for you, this is something that you have often found as well. You're naturally more good at Group 4 and maybe Group 2, but when it comes to Group 3, you just really struggle. And so we're gonna do that for a little bit here. So what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna start with Group 4 cars at the same track that Daily B is this week at Lago Maggiorre. Okay, and what that's gonna mean is we're going to end up. We're gonna feel the difference. We've picked another front engine rear-wheel drive car, because those seem to be the more trickier to handle, because the rear of the car is lighter than when it's a mid-engine car, and so we're putting ourselves at a little bit of a disadvantage. We're not picking like the McLaren 650S, which you actually really have to try to get the back end on that to come out. So we excuse me. So that's the idea here, is to really go from Group 4 then to Group 3 and feel that transition. And while we're doing that, we're gonna really, I hope, really be able to explain the differences for Kiwi and for everybody here today, and then really get after it today. So without further delay, let's go ahead and get on the track here, Mr. Kiwi.
Okay. So you're sort of saying learn from my mistakes, right?
Learn from your mistakes?
That the others can learn from my mistakes.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm sure they could. And don't be afraid of the mistakes, honestly, Kiwi. You're in a safe place. Ridicule is at a bare minimum when we get together on these. Be advised, SimHub is telling me the tires are very cold right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Yeah, they should warm up decently here, hopefully. So let's go ahead and warm these tires up a little bit. And we're just, we're gonna take it easy here for a moment. We're gonna focus on the racing lines a little bit. So, I was able to watch you the other day in Greasy's stream and found that your racing lines are spot on. I see, you've managed an A+ ranking on your Germany account there.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you've done that mostly with Group 4, based off what you've told me. Group 4 races, yes. Group 2 races. Because you said you've avoided Group 3 like the plague, I think was your exact wording.
Yeah, which is probably a mistake, because probably more intelligent just to stick with it. But there was a point where I was getting frustrated because I was just getting swamped by everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why.
Totally, yeah.
I still don't understand why.
Yeah, so one of the things, you know, as we're going around here, one of the things that I did was I have an alt account in which I really don't care about the driver rating. And I'll often race from the back with that account. And really focus and hone in. I think honestly that's helped me a lot. Is not having the pressure, you know.
Yeah, no, that was my plan as well. But stupidly enough, I have 5 accounts and they're all A+ now. So
oh wow,
I'll have to start a 6th account to do
that. Need a whole other email again.
Yeah.
Woohoo, yeah. There's that overseer we were talking about. And we're not even in group 3 yet. That's fun. Oops. All right, we're okay. So, as we go through here, let's start talking about these turns a little bit, right?
Yep.
Must have managed to hit the hazards. Okay, so this one coming up here, important to go deep into the corner. Nice wide entrance. So you can boot it out here and still not go too wide. You do want to track out wide because of that. And as I'm explaining these, you know, if there's something different than what you're trying to do, let me know.
Yeah. Are you changing down to 3rd on that last corner or staying in 4th?
That last one? I actually used 2nd gear for rotation. I was out in 3rd.
All right. Okay.
For Big Banky Boy, love Big Banky Boy. Like how Briggs says.
Yeah, me too.
Briggs says this is a roller coaster. So once again, we're trying to go nice and deep, braking just before the 50. Try and get it to tuck in on the throttle before the apex. By the way, I'm also using brake balance 5 to the rear.
Oh, okay. I'll go 3.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding me.
Sure, yeah. Okay, here again, braking at the marshals, trying to clip this first apex. I might have went a little slow there. Go nice and wide for the next one so that you have the right angle to get through there.
Yeah.
This one coming up, nice quick dab of the brakes and really chuck it into the apex because the track limits are almost non-existent there, it seems like. And I could have gone even, I could have taken more of that apex. For this one, braking at the end of the fencing, we're trying to send it through the first apex here, carry the speed through it on the throttle, and then keep it nice and tight. First gear exit here. That seems to be the quickest way.
Second.
Little lift, keep it tight to the left because we have an immediate right. Down to 2nd to get it to hug into the apex. On the throttle before the apex. And tracking out wide is pretty much a must there. Any section or corner that you want to talk about at all?
Yeah, that one. I just outbred myself.
Okay, let's turn around. Still turning. There we go. So yeah, a lot of time on this corner. Now in the group 3s,
I don't know if I far enough back.
I probably just overdid it. Yeah, you're fine.
Nice that the handbrake's on.
Yeah, for the lobbies, the handbrake works. It is nice. Okay, so here's the braking point right here for most cars. Okay, so my approach here is to, you know, the best in the world, okay, the very best, they are braking, like with the curve over on the left there. So they're not braking totally in a straight line. They're actually turning at the same time. Now that's definitely the way to get the most speed out of the corner. It's also the most dangerous, because if you just touch that grass with one of your tires, you're really not going to make the turn, right? So
yeah,
what I like to do is straighten it just a little bit. So as I'm braking, I'm turning to the right here, and then now I'm braking in a straight line. But my objective, yeah, but my objective is to come all the way out to here and then turn like that. So now I'm trail braking in as I go right here, and honestly, I want to be on the gas at this point right here.
Yeah,
that's really what I want to do. So now this car appears to do it without any real issue. There's no drama really. With a Group 3, I think it's even more imperative to get that wider line, because you don't. The risk of going too wide with all the power that you have is very evident, and then if you're over rotating the steering wheel, the possibility of spinning is also quite probable. Any thoughts or additions?
Yeah, I think it's probably what I did there was clip the grass just before.
When you just spun,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, but I think I'm also braking just after the curb.
Okay.
Like a little. Hang on, just gonna have a look. Where's the curb?
Sure.
So far back.
It's coming. You're almost there.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm basically starting to brake about here.
Interesting.
Where it starts to turn in a lot more.
Yeah. Okay. That's possible. I can see that. You know, if you're able to modulate the braking well enough, I could see braking that late and still getting the car to rotate in time, for sure.
Yeah, but like you said, it's a big risk. So.
It is. So, you know, if you're going for a top 100 time, you probably have to do that, to be honest. You probably have to. But, you know, if you're just trying to set a time that gets you competitive, then, you know, something that's repeatable might be a little better, and you staying a little bit away. Because I still, what I'm trying to do is still get the benefit of the width, the wide entrance, and so I'm still ending up here. It's just how I got there is a little bit different, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sort of cut a little bit more than I do, basically turning the whole way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Let's see. Any other spots to go?
Group 4, no, not really.
Yeah.
This one just puzzles me whether I exit and. Sorry,
my fault. I need to tell you when I'm doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you use second for rotation here, and then switching up to third for the exit.
Here, no, maybe it was the previous corner that I went to second for rotation.
Ah, okay.
Here,
okay.
I'm pretty sure I dipped down to third. I'm often using gearing to get extra rotation.
Okay.
So there seems to be, you know, I watch a lot of the other fast guys, and they're able to really get it all done with braking. For me, I'm more of a get my gears to help me kind of deal. What do you find yourself to be? Do you try to keep the gearing high, or do you use gearing for rotation also?
Yeah, I use gearing for rotation, especially on daily race A. Because a lot of those cars don't want to turn. So
yeah.
But it's quite often when I'm doing time trials or doing quali laps for Group 4 and Group 3, and then I'll look at someone else and I see them chopping down to first gear. I think, oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
but, I sort of forget it on these cars, but I use it all the time on race A cars. So,
yeah. So I would say, and this is actually, you know, I have 4 main points that we're going to get to by the end of the stream today, but one of them is especially for Group 3, you can't underestimate the benefit of getting that car rotated more. So, you know, I'll just tease that for right now. But that's something that I think is a major point. So for this one, no, I'm in third for rotation. I think you know, I've only gone around a couple of times in the Jag, but I'm probably revving third out with the intention of getting as much out of this corner as possible. And then obviously you have to assassinate these curbs by going over it like this, keeping the steering angle minimal because that will send you off the track, and then killing this apex as well.
Yeah. I'm always aiming for that little piece of grass at the end.
Yeah, you do. You have to. It's really best. Any other portions of the track?
No, I think it's all pretty clear.
Okay, you take the lead for a bit, and I will see what I can see for a little while.
Okay.
So again,
feel like the doctor's checking me out.
A little bit, yeah. So again, friends, we're obviously if you're just joining us, you're seeing we're in Group 4 machinery, and we're like, what's that about? It's not what JLB is. We're transitioning. We're focusing on getting better specifically at Group 3s. So what we're doing is we're feeling it in Group 4 first, and then moving over to Group 3s. That's kind of our exercise today to help get us get a little better at the Group 3 machinery today.
Doesn't want to turn there much, does it?
Yeah, it fights you a little bit. Did you stay in 5th or go to 4th?
I was in 4th.
Yeah.
I have to remember I'm racing as well.
Everything looks very tidy so far.
Thank you, sir. Do you have more speed than me through there?
Yeah, I think it's because I used 2nd for rotation, and I got the rotation I wanted, and I was on the throttle sooner than you.
Yeah.
See Banky Boy again. Big Banky Boy.
I love this corner. It's one of the best ones on the whole game.
It really is. Either direction, honestly. It's a wild ride. I've heard people that use VR, they say it's even more fun.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I'm a bit scared to try VR because it's a lot of money, and if I feel sick, then it's a waste.
Yeah, the more people I've talked to, though, the more I feel like the majority of people, if they push through it, they can get over it with time. So it is definitely a risk still, but I think if you're willing, I do plan, I want to get it eventually. So. And I have done VR before, and I have gotten a little sick. Not with racing, but with other games, you know.
Yeah.
And it was just a little nauseous, a little dizzy. It wasn't anything really acute. So I feel like it's worth a shot for me. I don't want to race competitively in it, though. I want to use it for just immersion. Actually, I really want to use it for the road cars in the game. I want to experience the road cars with it. That feels like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think the open cars are great with VR.
Yeah.
it was bad.
Yeah. Little off there. Little miss of the apex.
You like the lead pencil I put on the back of the car?
Oh, I don't know that I saw it. The shadows are weird right now. I don't know that I can see it. Let me see. Still not close enough, I don't think, to see it. I'll have to check it out here in a little bit.
Yeah. I said I'd do something for the occasion.
Yeah, that's fun. Wicked Quick did that with his session. That was pretty neat. I carried good speed, but I went wide. Probably got a pen. Oh yeah, nice pen.
Bad lit.
I was evil. I broke the law. Okay, let's go ahead and stop at the start finish here. Let's take a look at the back of the car. See.
What's up?
Oh, there it is. Oh, you got the AHR version. Very nice. Yes. Very cool. All right.
I didn't know which one was your logo.
Yeah, that one. The AHR crew did that one for me, and
right.
So that's pretty sweet. Okay, so I don't. I'm not seeing any. I didn't think that I'd see anything glaring. I think you're really comfortable with the car. I think you're aggressive in the right spots, and I think you're delicate and you use the right finesse in a lot of the spots too. Perhaps there were some spots where I was gaining where it looked like it was happening in the last, we'll say, 20 to 50 meters, 20 to 30 meters before the apex. I found that I was catching in a lot of those spots there, and that might be me using the gearing for extra rotation. That might be braking differences as well. And so I think that's going to really, we'll see what happens in the Group 3 cars next. So let's talk a little bit about the differences here for a moment, Kiwi. So,
okay,
because we're about to transition to the Group 3s, and excuse me. So let me get my notes up. So our major differences between the two classes, the biggest one and the most important one is the power difference, right? What we're seeing here is an elevation of horsepower, and not a lot more downforce, right? There's definitely some more downforce in those vehicles, but not quite as much. The interesting thing about Group 2, even more power, but a lot of downforce to help us out, right? And so what's taking place is, it's really about, what this is causing is it's causing the margin of error between a Group 4 car and a Group 3 is just so much narrower. Okay, so the way we want to tackle that is we have to recognize that, okay, our throttle inputs have to be more precise, our braking has to be more precise, our turning has to be more precise in a Group 3 car. So when we go, when like at the corner that we were talking about this last time around, you went a little bit wider. I actually followed you a little bit wider as well, right? Excuse me. We were able to get on the throttle and we were okay, right? I mean, there wasn't any drama. We still, you know, we were slower because we didn't clip the apex. If we had done that in a Group 3 car, the likelihood of us going too wide would have been much higher. The likelihood of us oversteering to the right, and then inducing some oversteer, some power oversteer, would have been much more probable as well, right? So
makes sense.
Yeah. So, not, you know, this is basics, but we're talking through it, right? So, so we have to go in with the mentality of my margins for error are way smaller. I cannot just willy-nilly through a Group 3 car. Now, for those who have, you know, raced for a long time and do they eat, sleep, and drink Group 3s, you know, they can do a whole lot without really even thinking about it. But I would say you and I are much in the same boat. We have to focus extra hard, right? So without further delay, let's go ahead.
I love this corner. It's one of the...
Oh, that's me. Or that's us. I heard you must have the stream on. They eat, sleep, and drink Group 3s.
Oh,
you know,
sorry.
They can do a whole lot without...
Hang on, I'll turn that down. Sorry.
Not a problem. So let me go into the event settings while you do that. I'm going to switch it over to Group 3s. And just for everyone who know, we've chosen the Supra to be the car that we'll use. One of the reasons for us using the Supra is because it's kind of a handful, especially on coming out of corners.
I noticed.
Yes. AD, good to see you. Goofy looking hippie saying 2 good drivers right there. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate you. All right, so
thanks, hippie.
We're going to change the event settings.
Actually, one thing I want to say while everyone's here is this community is amazing.
Isn't it really?
Yeah. I'm just so appreciative of the people who are, you know, out there and doing streams and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's staggering, honestly. I'm consistently blown away with the community and how. I mean, you always have your bad nuts every now and then, but for the most part, it's very refreshing to get in a chat with somebody and and watch a stream and just see the encouragement and all of that, right? So it's pretty wild. Rowdy on UK, good to see you, friend. Anyone else popped in and I haven't seen you, apologize, but welcome. Glad to have you all here. Thank you for the 30 likes already. Appreciate that very much. Throw up 30 burgers, folks, if you haven't already. Might have missed that too. Okay. So let's go ahead and...
Oh, I see Temechkin's in the chat. Hi, bud.
Oh, yeah. That's a new face for me. I haven't noticed him before.
Yeah, he's a Twitcher and also a very, very quick driver.
Oh, very cool. Glad to have you here, man. Appreciate you. All right, let's hop out on the track here. So
now I'm getting nervous.
Yep, that's fine. Me too. Let's stop here just before the turn for a moment. So let me ask you. I wanted to ask you, Kiwi, what typically are you doing brake balance wise, and why?
Yeah, well, it depends on the car. I sort of experiment a little bit.
Okay.
Mostly I'm using it for rotation.
Okay.
So I did until my default position is +3.
Okay.
But, you know, I just don't have enough experience in Group 3 cars to know where it should be.
Okay. Well, I would say that brake balance is much... It's very much like you said. It's based off of car, and I would add to that driving style. Okay, so there is almost, except for certain conditions like wet weather, and if you need to save your tires, I don't think there's anything wrong one way or the other, right? It's all about what suits your driving style and what you're trying to accomplish. So what I have found is for additional rotation when under braking, +5 to the rear is very advantageous when it comes to that. Now, there's a caveat to that, and that is the further back you put the brake balance, the harder to control the car will be under braking.
Okay.
Now, and that difficulty can range depending on the skill level of the driver. So, for example, okay, a couple years ago, when the Supra was like the dominant car, maybe not a couple years, maybe a year and a half or so, before, several updates ago, everyone was driving the Supra, right? And I noticed a lot of the top drivers were driving +5 brake balance. Philness, good to see you, man. And I tried it, and you know what happened? I couldn't control the darn thing for nothing. Like, there was no way. So I hung around the 2 to 3 range for the Supra maximum. Now, especially since I got the True Brake mod for my setup here, +5. It's what Hippie said. +5 or bust for me. And what we're trying to accomplish with that +5 is getting that additional rotation in the corners, right? So it's something for you to think about and experiment with. I'm not saying that you need to do it right now, but I'm gonna mention the importance of getting a Group 3 car rotated right now. So when we're going into corners, and we're experiencing and we're fighting power oversteer, there's only really there's two factors that are creating that oversteer, right? It's steering wheel angle, and it's how much throttle you have applied at a given time, right? I mean, we can probably agree on that, right?
Sure.
So the less steering angle that's required on the exit of a turn, the better, because you can get the throttle down more fully sooner without as much risk of actually experiencing that oversteer. So let's start. We're gonna just go, 70, 80% speed here.
Which would be my 100. Your 70, 80 would be my 100.
No, I don't think so. You're faster than you give yourself credit for there, Kiwi. So like this turn right here, really want to get the car rotated and booted out to get on the throttle.
You're on +5 at the moment?
I am, yes.
Okay, I'll switch up to that as well.
Okay, sure, and let's see how it feels.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Jack Hammer, good to see you, friend. Good old Jack. Okay, no big deal here. Oop, didn't get enough of that apex. Okay. I'll back off. I don't want to hit Banky Boy full speed, so I'll back off a little bit.
I'm assuming this is a short shifter?
Yeah, it's not as much since it got nerfed. Rotation for that corner is really important. Rotation for the next sequence is extremely important also. Oops. That's my fault. Took that really bad. Well, that'll get me down in the speed, won't it?
Okay, I could catch up to you again.
Didn't get enough of that apex, but you can see under, 50% or less braking there, you'll get with +5 brake balance. If you're on the limit of what the car can do, then you're going to get extra rotation out of the back end of your car.
That's actually quite interesting, because for me that's a bit counterintuitive.
Okay.
Because my main problem is spinning, and so you sort of think if it's even more twitchy on the back axle. It's sort of my line of thinking, but I'm just noticing it's actually sometimes feeling like a race A car when I do this.
Okay. So when you're spinning, though, it's not, when you've experienced spins in the past, it's not because you it's not under braking, right? It's on the power, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so, but the whole objective is to get that car turned so you don't have to be turning as much on the exit of the corner. So, G in chat, he's a great friend of the channel, and he doesn't do a whole lot of sim racing anymore, but he did a lot, and so he's very knowledgeable. And he has said in the past, really, once you're on the limit, you're almost steering with the throttle more than the steering wheel.
Yeah, I get that. Yep.
Yeah. He's also given another little information here. I'll read it in a second. A lot of turns here. When you're going at the absolute limit, the car should be giving a floating feeling, almost spinning. Yeah. Hey, bud. What's up, man?
View.
Oh, the view. Thank you, bud. Appreciate that. Will, good to see you, friend. Bunch of the greasy boys are coming in. Love you all.
Hi, guys. I'm learning something. Oh.
Sorry, did I do that?
No.
Okay.
That was my own stupidity. This +5 is actually feeling quite good.
I caught a little bit of power. Oh.
Until I do that.
Well,
and that's what I mean.
Yeah. So let's talk about that corner for a second, though. So there is go ahead and look behind you. There's a rise where the car will go light. Either direction you have to be careful, but this direction the car will go light under when you're on the throttle. And so really critical for that corner is how much you're steering and when you're steering. There's a part there where you really need to straighten the wheel out, and if you're going to stay on the throttle. Excuse me. And so that's really critical there. So if there's one spot to spin out, that's going to be the one because of the nature of that corner.
I'm glad I proved your point.
You did perfectly. Jackhammer says, "Don't learn too much, Kiwi. You're already too fast."
Sorry, Jack. Always trying to improve.
Hey there, McGhost. Good to see you, man. Glad to have you here. So even the entrance to that corner right there, you know, if you're 40% braking or a little bit less even, but your back end is coming out a little bit because of that +5 brake balance, you're able to get on the throttle sooner, and you're actually straighter on the steering wheel.
Yeah, I get the feeling that it's more controllable. It's not snapping because it starts sliding, and then you can control it with the gas.
Mm-hmm. And your steering is so much more minimal, right?
Yeah, that's really interesting.
All right, so we're gonna start turning it up a little bit here, okay?
I'm on full power at the moment. Okay, see you later.
Now we'll see. I'm gonna go to the limit that I'm comfortable with, and let's see what happens.
Okay. Pulling out my binoculars.
I don't think so. Oh yeah, broke a little late for my.
Yeah, me too.
I exceeded the limit.
Exit that sharp right in first or second?
I just tried it in first just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
And I did have to catch it. I did have to catch an oversteer, but it wasn't too bad. I think before it got nerfed, that would have been a big no-no. Lots of oversteer there. Had to lift a
I've
little
had to
bit
lift.
there. Okay, you do.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, and you're experiencing some slipstream too. So.
Oh, okay. I'll try and stay out of the slipstream.
Jeff Strang, good to see you, bud. Awesome to have you here, man. Okay. Let's chuck it a little bit more here. Excellent.
I like +5.
Ooh, little steep there. Okay.
Like it's got grip and downforce, but also elements of a road car because it's sliding and it's predictable.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Did that feel better?
Mm-hmm. Looked good behind me. You're right there.
Yeah, you've got to keep wide on that corner, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, too deep.
There, no lift that time. I think I sacrificed a little more entrance speed, which actually made the exit better.
Yeah.
G says you want a little bit of slide.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah.
It feels good. Oh.
Did I brake too early or you brake too late?
I was too late. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Thankfully, this isn't my real car in real life, so if you do hit me, it's gonna be all right.
But that's a good thing compared to real racing. You know, it doesn't cost a lot of money and it doesn't hurt if you crash, mostly.
Right.
Oh, she wanted to snap there. That might be a penalty. I just got a penalty.
Oh no! Excuse me.
I was wanting too much.
Got greedy. I understand.
Yeah. Let's get it.
I just tried a little first gear for entrance there. I think that's even better.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're pulling away from me. Are you holding back lead or?
No.
Pushing.
I'm full sending now. Okay, you serve this penalty. You take the lead, sir.
That was only the case in real races. You take the penalty, you take the lead.
Wow. That wouldn't be much of a pen, would it, if that's how it happened? All right, so while you're in front, actually, let me catch up just a little bit to you, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I slowed down. Sure. I slowed down a little too much. So I'll be watching to see specifically where perhaps I catch, where perhaps you pull away, based off what I'm doing. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Okay,
Let's
I'm
do it.
going now.
Yep.
That was messy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fish is... Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
You caught it. Very nice.
It's +5. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what got me with this sort of car. Was the snap when you're coming out of corners.
Mm-hmm. And so by utilizing +5, again, for everyone watching, you know, +5 might not be for you. Maybe for you it's +2, +3, +1. But by utilizing +5, we are just, remember how we talked about the margin for error is so slow or so low? We're just widening it a little bit by doing this. Because we're naturally getting the car turned a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. Nice time.
Thank you, sir.
Kiwi's loving his +5, says BL.
True. Like, would that work for a Porsche as well?
Yeah, honestly, if I'm in an MR car or the Porsche, yeah. I'm still my go-to is +5 for this very reason. Now that I can control it on a regular basis, that's what I'm going for.
I mean, if it's predictable, it's easier to control.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think so. I do. Now, a quick reference for everybody in chat as well. So, +5, brake balance to the rear in general, for rotational purposes, is only going to work if you're driving the car at the limit. So that means all the weight is transferred to those outer tires that it can possibly handle. Okay. So the more you've got the car close to the limit, the more brake balance to the rear is going to benefit you when it comes to rotating the car. Yeah, okay. So let me ask you, Kiwi, and this is something that I'll look for more when we do the share screen, but do you, when it comes to turning, I'm guessing you're pretty smooth as far as steering inputs. That's what it looks like to me from going behind you.
Yeah, because I'm trying to keep the car as stable as possible.
Okay. So in most cases, that is good, and that's comfy. I am going to push you a little bit in certain spots to be a little more, excuse me, a little more aggressive.
Like turning in harder or turning in later or?
Turning in quicker, yeah. Because what we're trying to do is get the weight transferred to the outer tires quicker. When you do that, you get the grip levels that you are you're looking for sooner. If that makes sense.
That was too aggressive, right?
Perhaps a little bit. That's okay. You finally found the limit and exceeded it, so that's good. Does it chew up tires? You mean brake balance to the rear? So it's a good question. So often, brake balance to the rear is beneficial as well because it helps you. It helps you to save the fronts a little bit. So if you have a tire wear race, especially if you're running a front engine car, the front tires are going to get murdered. So for instance here, Kiwi, I was noticing on this part right here, I'm yanking the steering to the left and catching you initially. And I think that's because you're just a little conservative going into that. And it's a little thing, but that could be the dip, between the beginning of the S's and by the time you get to Banky Boy, that could be 1 to 2 tenths in reality.
I'm trying to be too delicate.
Yeah, there are definitely times where you got to be delicate, but there's other times where you need to get that weight transferred now, yesterday, immediately, Even here is an example of yanking the steering over to the right real quick. This is more of a...
This is when?
Yeah.
So it alters my lines a little.
Yes.
I basically got to turn in later.
Yeah, that is true. And that's actually a benefit because that gets you... That gets the car turned quicker. Excuse me.
Straightens it out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed that cameraman there, he's pivoting when we go past, isn't he? That's cool.
yeah. What?
Never noticed that before.
So this in between here, this is a part to be aggressive once you go over to the right. Get it yanked over pretty quickly. And that will benefit you.
Do you want me to wait up a bit?
Nope, you're fine.
Okay.
We're almost done this portion here.
Oh, I don't know about this yanking in. For me, it just generates a lot of understeer.
Okay. Excuse me. We'll look at it once I see the inputs on the share screen. We'll see what's going on. All right, so we'll stop at the start-finish straight here.
Okie dokie.
Okay. So, overall consensus, we know that you like the +5, so that's something that you haven't been doing before. but +5 to the rear seems to be quite comfy. Any other takeaways that you have?
Yeah, I don't think I've really understood what you mean by turning in a bit more aggressively.
Uh-huh.
Because when I tried it in those top corners there at the top of the hill, all it induced was massive understeer.
How much were you turning?
Yeah, quarter turn, which might be a bit too much.
So yeah, so at like,
Trying to remember.
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah, little over quarter turn, little over.
So I think maybe I didn't explain it quite well enough. So
Okay.
probably the best way to think of it is you're let's say through the S's, for instance, you do that initial left-hander. You yank it over. You're going from the steering wheel is straight to you're yanking it over, and I would say turning it 90 degrees, okay, or nearly 90 degrees, but then not keeping it there, okay. So we're not keeping it all the way over that far. We're getting that initial turn in, getting the weight transferred, and now we're backing off the steering input. We're almost leveling it out a little bit more. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so initiating the turn and then controlling it after that.
Yeah, so initiating the turn, getting, overturning to start, and then turning the same level that you would normally just to get through the corner, basically, is the idea.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so with all of that, let's go. I'm gonna exit here, and we're going to close this lobby. And then once you're ready, you can share the share screen invite. And we'll take a look at you doing the actual, you can go ahead and get into the actual Daily B practice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jackhammer, that's well said. So you're almost initiating a slide. You're getting that back end loose. When you do that, some cars will respond to that better than others. For instance, like the Gr4 Huracan, that's almost an entirely big no-no in most corners with the Gr4 Huracan, for example, because that thing is already very loose, especially for a Gr4 car. Excuse me. Oh wow, we got 3 more subs today so far. Thank you all for the new subscribers. Stream Elements is not doing its job and telling me who's subbed.
Nice.
That's a bummer. Philip Chang, good to see you. You're the 996. Excellent. Appreciate you, man. Great to see Will and Jeff, McGhost, Jackhammer, bunch of you friends. Appreciate you all.
Where was share screen again?
No problem. It is, you get the menu, the bottom menu.
Yeah, I'm in party voice chat.
Yep. Okay, so you're in the one that you've joined, right?
Yeah. Lead Pencils party.
Okay, so it should say.
Oh, there, share screen.
Yep.
Share screen.
Okay, and then I'll just
all
wait.
These privacy warnings. They're all good.
There it is. And we are viewing in full screen, and here we go. I see what you see now, sir.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so that's cool to see. You're at a 56.8, about 0.5, half a second slower than mine.
Right.
Now I did what I did. I did mine in the GTR, which seems to be a little more pretty meta. What did you put the? Did you use the Supra for the 56.8?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for the lack of sound, friends. That's just part of the byproduct. When we do a share screen, we really don't get his audio for that. But
they're not hearing it. I can go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, we want vocal sound effects, that's for sure.
Oh, hang on, I want +5.
You do. Make it happen.
Yep, it's done.
All right. So for those just watching now, and we're doing a share screen with Kiwi driving, we do this typically for Learn with LED when we're looking to see a person's inputs. And just get that little extra bit of information that I can't get just from following somebody.
It was a bit hot.
Yeah, it came in hot. Tires are still warming up a little too, I think.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay. How'd you feel about that turn?
That felt good.
Okay. It should feel better.
Cool. I mean, I hit my apexes, so any turn where I hit the apexes is a good turn.
Okay, gotcha. So you just
even if I'm only doing 10 kilometers an hour, I call it a good turn.
gotcha. So you lifted in a place where you should have still been accelerating. So we'll go over that. It's fine.
Okay.
Little deep. That's easy to do there. Easy to do. No problem. Yeah. Okay, so he does brake where he needs to yank the wheel. Yeah. Yeah. That's G talking in the chat right now. His time oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, friends. His timing is just off with pedals and yank them. If the timing is right, the front will react the way you were hoping for.
Appreciate the observations.
Yeah, the cool thing is I'm just one set of eyes, but you got a whole bunch of people watching. They can see things too. You were saying a few things earlier.
So where was I lifting?
You lifted right after this first apex here. Yeah. Now that time you took it all in fourth, but yeah, there should be braking.
Oh, yeah.
There should be braking, hitting that first apex, accelerating out of that apex, then lifting with some braking for the next part of the right turn.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in the wrong gear. I should have been in third.
Okay. So, right now, you're controlling the car pretty well. There's not a lot of drama on exits so far.
Yeah, though.
That was good.
You didn't see that.
Okay, G, no problem. We'll forgive you. Yeah, I was finding that second was pretty good for exiting that corner.
Yeah, I'm sort of still experimenting.
Woo! That was quick, dude.
Yeah, that felt good.
Your last bit of turn in, I think, had a lot to do. You just had the perfect amount of brake pressure and then your +5 acted in your behalf a little bit as well, and then boom, you were pointed in the direction you needed to be.
Yeah. Yeah, if I could only do that every lap. I think those two are the most dangerous corners.
They're slow. Well, the first one you need to be quite aggressive and plow through that apex. And then the second one takes so much patience.
Yeah. Yeah. Something I don't usually have, so.
Yeah. we all struggle. Nice. Really great exit there.
It's too early on the gas there.
A little bit. Yeah, lost a little bit of time. Serviceable though.
Let's see if I can repeat this corner. Nope. So I think I exited in third the last time, didn't I?
You did, but you had ended up, the first time you went a little bit wider, a little bit deeper, and a little bit wider, yeah. And you were able to get on the throttle much earlier. For that sequence right there that you just did,
yeah,
the two rights, I want you to experiment with some second gear for added rotation.
Okay. Oh, not nice. Sorry about that, guys. That was horrible.
Well, that's okay. That's an example of what not to do, everyone, on that corner. Something I got to say on a regular basis when I'm practicing laps. Okay, another thing there.
Short shifting.
Double pump. I think you had it. I think you were going to make it. You got a little. Yeah, you got skittish there, but I think you were going to make it fine.
Yeah, I chickened out.
We're all guilty of it.
Live to what's it called? Live to live. No, quatch. I've forgotten the quote. Doesn't matter.
I'm not sure what it is. Otherwise, I'd help you
Get
out.
to live for another day.
Ah, there it is. Okay. Ooh, there she went. So let's stop right there, and we're going to talk about why that happened, right? So,
I'm stopped.
Yep. So the last two times through there, the previous time you got away with it,
yeah,
because you actually you lifted. This time you decided I'm going for it, and you just planted your foot down. So this is exactly what we're trying to avoid here, right? So
correct.
We're not going. The last two times we're not going deep enough into Banky Boy, and we're not turning later enough for Banky Boy to be able to exit without drama. So, so this is an example of why we want to get that car rotated, and why we want to. We think it's fast to get to that apex sooner, but it's not. It's not. And because of the banking of Big Banky Boy, it's especially helpful to go deeper and wider into the corner. Because the banking is going to help propel you out of that corner and feel real nice. So, okay, that's all enough for that. Keep going. Up and Adam, good to see you, man. If you wanted to reset too, tires are probably a little hot, and
yeah,
tires are dirty there too, so might as well keep going with a fresh start. Not bad. Maybe brake just a tad bit earlier for that corner as well. It's hard, but I think it'll be better.
The sharp right.
Yeah, the sharp right. The sharp, slow right.
Yeah. It's the problem. We don't like slow, do we?
We don't. Nice. I saw the back end trying to kick out on you there. That's that +5 happening, but you managed it.
Yeah, I didn't blip the throttle the second time that time.
Yep. Excuse me. All right, so remember, nice and deep. Get that late turn in.
Okay.
Quite nice. Colder tires too, but that was good.
Now that was really interesting because I was in third, and I thought I'm going to go off, but then I switched to second, and it just rotated it instantly.
It did.
Nope.
Okay. Yep.
I was taking too much speed in there, wasn't I?
A little bit. It started with the first corner.
Yeah.
Try again with using second to tighten to the apex and see how that goes.
Before the first right-hander?
Yep. Correct.
Okay.
Use second for both right-handers.
I feel like I can get a bit earlier on the gas there.
Yeah. It's probable. You may flirt with some spinning, but might be worth it if it can grip up. Whoa, Up and Adam becoming a member of the Stud Club. What the what? Hey man, thank you, bud. Appreciate you becoming a member. Everyone throw up some stud emojis, please. Damaging Gaming, good to see you, man.
One thing I love about this game is just hitting those apex. Such a good feeling.
Doesn't it really? That is part of the addictive element of this game.
So that was too early again, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. You need, you have your driving line up, which is cool. You need to be wider than your driving line that's there, for sure. And G with the $10 or 10 pounds. Thank you, bud. Appreciate that, friend.
Second.
That's okay. We'll get it next time. But look at how it tightened your second one.
Yeah.
And look at how you're gaining time now. For that sequence, you really do want to annihilate those two apexes. Want to be as tight as possible. Left tires on the curbing, not the right tires, basically.
Yeah.
And second gear helps you get over there.
Try a little bit earlier on the gas this time. Oh yeah.
Yeah, not bad. You did get you ended up with some wheel spin, which
the
back end didn't come out on you, but the wheel spin actually slowed you up. So you're right on the line there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the way it felt as well.
Ooh, Interesting.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
Unexpected. I didn't see the steering input. Do you think, I think it might have been steering too far to the right. So stop right there for a
Yes.
moment. Go ahead and back up some. Excuse me. So I really, for this, you can stop there. For this, I really want you to aim, plan to go out to that curbing. I have noticed that you're well within the limits of the track, and
yeah, I'm not.
You should be go ahead and continue to inch forward a little bit, more. You should be touching the curbing right about here, and it's not, you're not necessarily on the yellow, but you should be carrying enough speed that it takes you out to that spot there. That's when you know you've pretty much nailed the course. As long as your entrance is proper and your speed continues to take you out this wide, that's when you've nailed the corner.
Okay, that's a good indicator. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. We're seeing a lot of good stuff here. Let's keep going a little bit. You feeling good?
That wasn't good.
You got good endurance still? You're feeling fresh, or are you starting to get tired?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm
okay,
good.
Very nice.
Not quite like playing a Mahler symphony, but yeah.
Wonderful.
The first time I did Mahler 1, I swore the next time I would be going 6 months beforehand in the fitness studio.
Wow.
It's so difficult to play.
That's the line right there. Excellent. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Bingo.
So second gear here, no?
Yeah. Bang down the gears all the way to second. Yeah, let it tighten.
Back up to third.
Exit in third. Yep. Do it again in second. Hold second a little bit longer there. So you wanna get at least enough benefit of that engine braking. So you gotta, ideally, so if you've done it just right, when you first click to second, it's actually blinking blue at you. Okay.
Okay.
So you're getting to second at the top of the red of the rev limiter. Top of the revs, and getting the most out of that engine braking that you possibly can. That corner keeps doing that to you, and I think I see why.
I hate that corner.
I think I see why, but we're gonna save it. Save it till later. We'll keep working on this other one first. And this one, yeah, look at that. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Almost lost it.
Yep. And you, I think again, you were steering just a little bit too hard to the right. You could have backed off just a little bit and probably not experienced that. Probably.
Okay.
Renzo, good to see you, man. Awesome to have you here, bud. Yeah, look at that thing turn in. Thing of beauty.
Yeah, that felt good.
Oh, awesome, Renzo. Appreciate it. We're trying to help the folks. The cool thing is, even though... Uh-huh. Yeah, hang on. I gotta watch this. Okay. Excellent. That's good. Now I want... next time you get there to that part, I want you to stop. Okay?
Okay.
Did that feel a little better for you?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm losing time.
Yeah, to your current fastest, yeah. Good. Right there. Spot on. It's good.
Oh, I'd have to lift. No.
Now you made it. You made it. Cool stuff, Blankenship. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, exactly. The viewers get a lot of insight as well. All right, little steep. Managed it though. It's okay. It's good. Okay, yeah. So I want to talk about this sequence coming up here. So a sequence like this requires a whole lot of width of the track to be used. So, you know,
I should be here.
we should be out there exactly, so that we get as much rotation of the car as possible. So that's the other benefit of using the full width of the track. So when you clobber this apex here, getting the left tires onto the curbing, let's go ahead and get to that point. Go ahead and ooch up to there. Okay, stop right there for a moment. So what's been happening in this sequence for the last several laps is, even when you get the second gear right, you're actually limiting your exit speed a little too much. Yes, there is another turn coming up, but you're not getting to the next turning point quick enough. So, and the reason I see that is because you're not actually tracking out wide enough for this portion. So the way I like to look at this sequence actually is like a double apex. If it was just a what do you call it, you know, a sharp hairpin that you were supposed to double apex. Think of Nürburgring, the Grand Prix track, and that hairpin towards the middle of the track. You know which one I'm talking about?
The shortcut.
It's before, yeah, it's before the Schumacher S. And
the Schumacher S.
Before the Schumacher, yeah, before you get on the straightaway for the Schumacher S, you have that hairpin.
Hairpin?
Yeah, it's a little bit beyond 180 degrees. Am I saying it right?
Yeah. Oh, right. The right handle to the back straight, basically.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that, I mean, sometimes you can take that one as a fully wide entrance, but I do see that one as often it's really good to take as a double apex. So you're braking essentially through the first apex, and if it's the shape of a V, you know, your driving line is the shape of a V, then you're at your slowest at the bottom of the V, right? Or if you're looking at it as a triangle, the top of the triangle.
Yeah.
So for this sequence is a little bit different because you have two braking points, but your line is essentially a double apex, right? So this is your first apex right here, but you want your momentum to carry you all the way to that curbing on the left-hand side of the track. I don't know if you noticed when you were following me here. Go ahead and ooch up to the to that exit there. If I got it right, right there, yeah. You see where the curbing is doubled, just to the left of you there, where it's doubled. Excuse me. If you back up just a tad, yeah. So I am attempting to get my left tires onto the extra curbing on the left, and I'm actually using this this double part. I'm actually using where it narrows to 1 and then it stops. I'm using that as my turn-in marker. That's when I need to be braking slightly, you know, no more than 50% probably. I brake 50% or less. I gear down to second gear. Probably just beyond the driving marker is where I go down to second gear, and utilizing 50% braking or less, and I'm getting the car to turn into that second apex. And let me tell you what, when I get it right, for me personally, it's probably one of the fastest corners I can take, honestly, in the whole game. For some reason, this one just it just makes sense to me. I'm not sure why I can execute it so often, but I feel like, so what you've been doing is you've been at least a car width to the right on this section. Did you have a question there? Or a comment?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, when you're coming off, are you actually on the grass, basically where this tire track is?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I'm out there.
Yeah.
Or maybe just a quick touch of the grass there. There's no worry about getting dirty tires if you do end up over there. It's not gonna matter. So yeah, so you're coming in just like that, and now the second gear is tightening you to the right, so that you end up over there. And check it out. Go back just a little bit. Go in reverse. Yep. I'm on the throttle by now.
Right.
A little bit up a little bit, and I'm on the throttle by then, and pretty much fully. And I can go fully on the throttle because my car's already pointed in the direction that I want it to go. I don't have.
See, that's a different angle. I've got the feeling I'm coming in more like this.
Yeah, you have been, yeah. And what that's doing is it's delaying your throttle input. And you are in danger of going too wide for the exit as well.
Correct. Yeah, I'm sort of playing on that. I feel like I'm dancing on the pedals at that stage. Hold it.
Right.
But just sitting there and then sitting, I mean, you can actually visually see that the line is much more, you know, here I can actually see the next apex, whereas
you can.
where I was.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not the case for every sequence of turns, but yeah, you really do want to, if possible, if the track allows, you want to be able to see where you're headed next, basically. And so one other thing, so getting on the throttle that soon, so we're really, you know, Lago Maggiorre, for whatever reason, the game creators, they decided that track limits almost don't matter. But if you ooch through this apex, little by little here, and my racing line, I try to follow the top time in the Ghost, and it's quite doable. You may have seen me do it while following me. Go ahead and more to the left, more to the left, more to the left, more to the left. Yeah, more to the left. So.
Oh, you're talking about straddling this.
Yes. So if you end up hitting the sausage with your left tires straight on, then that bounces the car like a trampoline. But if you actually have your left tires where you are right now, and then gradually go over the sausage to the right, then there's no bounce whatsoever.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's maximizing the track limits that they provide, basically, in this scenario. So does that, but as far as that sequence of turns, does that make sense, what we're trying to accomplish?
Yes.
So
I'm basically going in too early. I'm tightening the corners for myself.
Yep. And because of that, you're losing a whole bunch of momentum, basically.
Yeah, I'm making too many corrections.
Yeah, I would say there is literally, as far as how you've taken that section so far, there's probably up to 3/10 right there for you, which is a lot for one sequence of corners. So let's see how that goes. Let's keep going for a bit here. Still doing just fine, time-wise.
Do you want me to do laps now?
Yeah, go ahead and keep doing some laps. I still have more to see here as well, so get my notes up.
We've got barely picks, you know. I hate this corner.
So that's one of the things about that one is going to be that whipping of the steering wheel. That's going to help a little bit there.
Okay.
Nice through there. Good.
Slide left.
Yeah. Tires said,
Oh yeah, they're probably a bit cold now.
That's true. We were sitting a long time. That's a good point.
Getting nervous.
It's coming.
No,
It's
I'm gonna
okay.
close my eyes.
It's okay. All right, it's okay. Let's bring it back. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's too early again, wasn't it?
Second gear. So second gear was so effective for you that you actually cut the apex too much.
Yeah.
So calibrate that into the next time around.
It's just getting used to working out what the car's gonna do. You know?
The feeling, right? And that is, when I do sessions with folks, with this nature, the new feeling is often the biggest thing. Like, what is taking place here? Can I get you? How well can I adjust? Ooh, there we went.
Oops.
If you wanted to restart too, that's probably fine.
Yeah.
It's a lot of laps. The tires are probably getting to poo-poo. Yeah, G says it really well. He needs to just run it in hotter. He has a better line now. Just brave it. Yeah, we need some courage there, Kiwi. Like that. Yeah. That was better.
I think it's the first time I've hit that curve.
So I think one thing with that sequence is breaking a little bit too late. That time I think you broke a little bit earlier. So that's one aspect to it. Oh yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah.
You can go over that spot 100 times, and then one time you get it just a little bit different.
Yeah.
And it wants to send you to the mountains.
It was the rear end was bouncing.
Yep.
Felt like.
Very nice. Beautiful.
Shouldn't do that.
Melody Allardyce, I know who that is. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that, friend. Otto, good to see you. Ooh, check it out. Uh-huh, you were right. You're right there. Yes. It got a little bouncy there, but whoo, I got the tingles that time. How did that feel?
Like on ice?
Yeah. You were on the
No,
limit.
that was pretty good.
You were on the limit. You were really on the limit there. But that is what we're going for there. Very much like that. Okay, can you pause? Can you just pause just for a sec? So I'm noticing a thing through that first sequence there.
Do you go back?
We are no. So I'll just say it this way. You you are scrubbing a little bit too much speed through the first apex, and part of that is you're coming in a little too narrow. So you should be able to. You're still decelerating even after you go through the first apex. Does that make sense? Right now, you decelerate to the apex, and then you're on the throttle right at the apex or just after. The nature of that sequence there, you need to carry speed through the apex. Make sure you don't go too wide, because that's the danger on that one. And then a little blip of the throttle to get you to the next corner, and then hard on the brakes to actually make the corner. Does that make sense? You're actually losing probably a tenth or two, maybe a tenth max.
Yeah.
In that little part there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That corner, I feel like I'm still experimenting with it.
Okay, fair enough.
Sometimes I take like a bit of the grass, like the whole curb, and sometimes I'm just clipping the curb, and sometimes I'm not missing the curb entirely.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Yeah, I understand. It is. I think for the Supra, it wants to kind of be in between those two.
So some curb, but not too much.
Yeah. Some cars seem to handle going over the grass a little better. I like it. Yeah. Good. That was good. Yeah, I like how you're getting the car to react, diving into that first part of the S's. It looks good. The weight is getting transferred pretty early there.
Yeah.
Third gear is helping you rotate it as well. That's good. Thank you, G. Appreciate you, man. And we got a 40 burger. Thank you for the 40 plus likes, everybody.
That wasn't so good.
Yeah, that might just be a cooling of the tires, because we everything else looked good. Just ended up going wide. Okay, not too bad. More speed can be carried through that first one.
Yeah, I felt that too.
Mm-hmm. Nice corner there. That's quick right there. That's a good job. Ooh, okay. Yeah, you got the bounce. I think that really unsettled the car.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think I'm now overthinking that corner. I think.
And that's one of the dangers of a session like this, is I'm giving you so much information.
That's great. It's great. I just got to filter it a little bit and process it.
Yeah.
Now I've got dirty tires.
So let me let's take a break from this share screen, okay? And I think I just want to demonstrate it a little bit myself, if that's all right. So let's stop this share screen.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
So game base.
Stop share screen.
Yep. Now we're on mine. So I'm gonna send a share screen to you now, okay?
Okay.
it'll pop up in the upper right of your screen, most likely. And you can hit the PlayStation button to accept, and then view in, you'll just pick view in full screen.
Okay, got it.
Got it? Okay. Excellent. There it is.
Point, ping, and react with them.
Okay, so. Gloves are on. Here we go. That's the wrong one.
Hey, before you go, can I just say hi to my son who's also watching?
Yeah, sure. Do we know your son in chat or somewhere else?
No, I just noticed before that my ex-wife said, hi from your son.
Oh, so, wonderful. Okay. Said, beautiful.
Hi, Mika.
It's awesome. Okay. So let's try demonstrating the... Lovely. Let's try demonstrating the first part here a little bit. See if I can get this to do what I wanted it to do. Okay, not that time. Not that time at all. I need tires to warm up. Okay. Left a couple times there. Excuse me. Okay, so we're coming up to our part here after Banky Boy.
Nemesis.
There we go. Right on the edge. Okay, getting nice and wide to start. Okay, I was on. I needed to be on second earlier there than other times. Ooh. Maybe the Super doesn't like those sausages at all. Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right, let me see if I can do this part better now. That's almost what I want. I didn't get enough of the apex, but I do feel like your entrance is narrower than that.
Yes. I think I've got apex fixation.
Yeah, you're diving to the apex when you actually need to roll towards the apex.
In your line there, it's older.
Okay. There we go. I didn't whip it enough. I'm going all the way. Okay.
Do you have to lift there or not? Didn't see.
I don't want to. I had to there. Because I didn't. For me, I didn't whip the steering wheel over fast enough. All right.
Okay, so you're exiting at third as well.
I'm feeling either one, honestly. I don't know. If I feel like I've carried enough speed through, I'll use third. If I feel like I haven't carried enough speed through,
Yeah, same here.
Ooh, that's not great. Ignore that one. That one's no good.
That's why I can't do it. It's showing how difficult it is.
Okay.
But like you said before, it's this adjusting. You know, when you've been driving for years on the track and doing your own line.
Yeah.
It's like breaking a bad habit.
Okay. All right, we're almost to that one. So this one here, let's talk about this one. So I'm really trying to use first gear for rotation and tighten to the apex. You see that there?
Yes.
And when I change to first gear is really critical. Again, you know, when you're using engine braking and gearing down for rotation, when you change down to that gear, you really want to see initially that blinking so that you know you're at the top of the revs for that lower gear. There we go. See, I got the whip that time. I can make the corner no problem.
What are your thoughts regarding that last curve, sausage?
Through the S's?
Yeah.
That's doable. Oh, that was bad. All right, let me start over. Yeah, it's fine if you do that. If your momentum has allowed you to get over there, I think that's fine. All right, let's see if I can really do this how I want. So watch how I'm continuing to decelerate through this first corner. Okay. And then out we go.
I mean, what I'm seeing, how further down the road you are.
When I turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where you're winding up. I sort of feel like I'm like about a 1.5 car lengths before that, getting to the side of it.
I think so, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And
you're taking that.
That wasn't very good. So yeah, turn in parts, you know, turn in points are very, you know, super critical. And I think, yeah, we're seeing two different turn in points there between you and I at the moment.
Yeah, but yours is definitely faster because you're winding up further down the road after the turn.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna do this sequence here, and then I'm just gonna go slow-mo through a couple of the corners that we've been talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, that time I felt like I didn't carry as much speed, so I did second.
Real quick.
All right, here we go. Yeah, there it is. That's pretty much how I want to do it every time. Right there.
Right. I think clipping that grass is also giving you extra rotation.
It could, yeah. I think you might be right. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about. I'm gonna go slow here. Just break it down. I think you're seeing it, but I just want to make sure. So I'm braking at the end of the fence here, and then I am not turning in until the end of the green wall here on the right, basically. And I definitely think you're diving to the apex a lot sooner than that. So what that's doing then is I'm using second and then first gear for extra rotation while I'm under braking. And I'm going through this apex, decelerating all the way to the point where, right about here. And now I give a little blip of the throttle to do that. And then...
And look where you're winding up there. I'm definitely about 1.5 car lengths before that.
Probably, yes.
That's losing me time.
Yeah, for sure. And then hard on the brakes here. Oh, it always feels like you have to brake so early for that, but in order to make the corner, you got to do it. Okay, and then this next one that's giving you the trouble. So your entrance is great. I really think what you're doing entrance-wise is right. So it's all about, so for me, I'm braking as soon as I get the car straight, pointed in this direction, basically. We're in third, and then down to second, under braking, and then as I'm turning, now I'm in first. And first gear, I'm waiting for the car. I don't have to wait very long, because the car just sort of sucks it to the apex like this. And then I'm back up to second, and I can get on the throttle right about here. What's been happening to you that I've noticed quite regularly, not every time, but quite regularly, is I think you're braking a little bit later, and you typically haven't been using first. You go down to second, and you're braking heavy in this spot. Like right now, you can see the inputs of the brakes. You're in this range, and it's not allowing the car to rotate. It's actually making you brake straighter. So what's ended up happening a lot of times is you're actually having to, you're at this point right here, and then the car turns. And and then you can get on the throttle.
Yeah, so the amount of brakes I'm using is limiting how much I can turn in.
Yeah, and I think couple that with maybe a braking spot that's a little too late, and couple that with no first gear for added rotation, and I think it's sucking the life out of your turn here. So I'm gonna go full speed one more time.
I would use the word incompetence on that particular point.
No, not at all. Ads, it's good to see you, man. Also a member, you and Saragon, member for 5 months today. It's awesome. Thank you, bud, for being a part of the stud club. Appreciate you, man. All right, so let's try that here again. Okay. All right, and I'll try and demonstrate this one.
Oh, you're braking way early.
Stinking car. Okay. Yeah, and I'm not sure if that was tire temps or what, but it didn't suck me into it like I was expecting it to.
Yeah, it looked like the tires are cold.
Yeah, we'll go around 2 times just to make sure.
Nervously. Yeah, that was quick.
Mm-hmm. All right, one more time through here. Little grass. Not too bad though, actually. Didn't lose too much there. All right, let's see if we can do this again. Little lift here, stay to the left. Could have been better. I got to first a little too soon. You probably saw that I hit the limiter. But yeah, I got to first a little bit too soon. But that's the idea. That's what we're trying to go for on those two. So let's go ahead and switch over to you sharing the screen again. See if we can implement. I know these are new feelings, but I do believe these are the feelings that we want you to have. If that makes sense.
I'm doing my best to try and transfer the knowledge.
Yes, yes. Download the knowledge, right? Oh, saying it won't do it. Oh, maybe you're in a screen that is private. That could be. What are you seeing right now, Kiwi?
I'm seeing a table tennis racket for some reason.
Okay, now I see what you see.
Hang on. What did I do there? I just exited.
Oh, you're fine.
That's brilliant.
Not a problem. JC, what's up, bud? Good to see you, man. Maybe you could say that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So we'll try that again.
Oh, I see what you say. I see what you see. Yep.
Sharing.
Yeah, it's sharing. It may have glitched a little bit because it came eventually. Yep, we're good. Did you just change views? You hear me, Kiwi?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm driving.
Good, good. Yep, we're good.
It's a long way behind, though.
Okay. So that time it was a little less, it was a little more, what should we say?
Cautious.
It was a little staccato, shall we say? Yeah. It wasn't smooth. It wasn't a smooth turn.
Yeah.
It didn't. The car didn't roll into the apex. It sort of stuttered into the apex.
Yeah, I wasn't sure when to turn in.
That's part of the new feelings, I think. I would attribute it to that. You got it,
My trumpet teacher used to say to me. My trumpet teacher used to say,
"Yeah,
stop analyzing every play."
That's great. Mm-hmm. That's rapid, my friend. Rapid.
That felt pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Looked quick. Nice.
Whoa.
So
okay, that was a bit unorthodox.
So what happened there is first gear is helping you and in a way that you didn't even expect it to there.
Yes.
And
it surprised me.
It surprised you, yeah. So now you can see, like, if you turn a little bit less, or maybe a little less brake input, you can see how that could benefit you in there. Because I mean, there was loads of room on the outside. Pretty wild. Nice. Nice there. While I'm watching Kiwi go around, in case you're watching and this is new to you, this is a Learn with LED session. Our guest is GermanKiwi today, and if you happen to be watching and you're not subscribed, you might see a big 997 there. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're right on the cusp, so if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, that would be extra special for us. Here we go. Yeah. Yep. It's good. Just the ever so slightest slower. Well, in the end, faster looks like. Maybe it was a wash.
Mm-hmm.
You were down just by hundredths, and then you caught up actually. So it's pretty good right there. That was very, very close to what you did the first time, which is good to see. Yep.
Yeah, that felt good.
Yep. And there was more because you were probably a car width to the left, where you could have carried more speed there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
Ah,
Not as good as the previous time,
good.
but it's still pretty looking.
Yeah, I hesitated getting on gas.
Yeah.
And that was too hot.
Excuse me.
Funny thing, when I'm doing time trials, I'm always talking to myself.
Yelling at yourself when you do it wrong.
It's a sign of my low life.
Oh, no. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Still very comparable to your first two times. Good.
Yeah, that corner wasn't so good though.
No, not quite.
Ah,
The game even says so.
thanks, Kaz. I broke way too early there for the
Yeah.
speed I was carrying.
Yep, still not carrying the speed we want through there.
Yeah.
You really need to assault that first one. Salt it.
Stopped.
Yeah. That looked good. Yeah. Delta says it was good too. Jackhammer says, at least you know what you're doing wrong. That's half the battle. Good old Jack.
Good. I should be using second there, aren't you? Whoa.
I've thought about doing it. I never actually did it. I don't know that. I think it might be too fast for second. You might hit the limiter. Yes, now you've paid your debt, sir, for your crimes committed against Lago Maggiorre. And yay, even humanity. Honestly, let's bring it to the scale that it really is.
Sorry, guys, embarrassing. Getting a penalty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not quite as much speed carried through, but that's the line. That really is. That's.
Yeah, I experimented with staying in second a bit longer on the exit.
Uh-huh.
Last time I short shifted to third.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know it though. You know what happened.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think.
thinking, get this rightfully in, get this rightfully in. Oh no.
I tell you what though, it's awesome to see. This is what I live for, man. It's awesome to see a lot of the stuff click for you. In reality, like
Oh, it's helping, yeah.
it's cool to see it all come together. Mm-hmm. Has an EBL for sure.
Mm. I lost a little through there, didn't I?
Yeah, if your momentum hasn't carried you that wide, it's probably not necessary to take that big cut out of the last apex there. But um, hello, 57 flat.
Uh,
So yeah,
Heck.
we're still not quite able to carry that speed through that first apex there.
Yeah.
Hasn't quite come together, and which is not the biggest deal in reality. It's a very unique sequence. Honestly, there's not too many portions of tracks in the game that are like that. I think the other things that we've talked about so far will be more beneficial for you. And really, the key will be to, for you to be able to identify those things on your own. When we recap here in a little while, that'll be
Yeah.
the critical thing. Because we can do it once through all of this, but if you forget about it, then it's not going to help you too much in the long run.
It's like anything, learn it and then practice it. Get it second nature.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, the first part really is approach and what your aim is for each corner. You're obviously already a really quick dude. Like, it's not.
I try.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That was a good use of the cut there. I like it.
Uh,
Slight
don't
miss.
double
Yeah,
sync.
slight miss.
Yeah.
Let's go again.
I wanted to turn in. I wanted to
Yeah.
turn in, then hesitated.
Let's go again. Let's try and throw this car through here. Closer. That's okay.
Wanted too much.
You
Again.
you were so just so you know, I don't know if you saw, but even when you were spinning, you were almost a tenth up on your time.
Okay.
Is
I
that
took
right,
that
G?
horribly.
G, you stinker. G says, I'm unsubbing at 999 subs so I can be the 1000th. You'll have to time that pretty well there, G. But I guess if we hit 999 and we go to 998, I'll know why. I won't be going, what in the world?
Ja. Oh, nee, toch. Doch.
A little deep that time.
Yeah. I like that sound of the motor hitting when you
Yeah, all the way up there.
when it bounces.
Yeah, it's pretty special. I like it too. Yeah, I saw it
You
that
don't
time.
really want to touch those, do you?
No, and you had the I briefly looked at your steering input, and you were way over to the right. I could see it coming.
Thank you. Thanks for warning me.
Well, there was no time,
I know.
really.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Tell you what, that section looks to be just about on lock for you. It's really good.
Yeah, it's feeling good. Actually, it's feeling natural now,
Mm-hmm.
which is always good.
Yes. Could be getting a little bit more of the first apex, but the line is and the line and the gearing is really spot on. Better.
It breaks.
A little better. You went a little. You carried more speed through the apex that time. Wicked quick. Good to see you,
Okay.
man. 50 burger. You're right. 50 likes. Thank you, everybody, for the 50 likes.
And that corner again, I
Yeah,
did well.
you were up, and then bam, it got you.
Yeah. Story of my life.
You might be suffering some now from the tires too. You're in the middle of lap 9.
Yeah, I think I also need a drink of water.
Yep. So it's up to you. We can either take a little water break, and we go one more session,
Okay.
or we can call it after your water break, and I can go over the recap if you want. It's up to you.
How are we for time?
I'm good. I'm good for one more session of like 5, 6 laps.
Yeah, let's do it. I just really need some water.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
You just snagged your wife's account. Only 2 to go from 1,000 now. Very nice. Thank you there, Wicked. Appreciate it, man. We take those as well. Yeah, it's possible, Jack. I thought about bringing it up, but um, don't think he necessarily uses it. It kind of does feel like that, G. Literally illegal. Like the cops will come and find me if I do it. Yeah, because the next time we would be on is Monday, and we could definitely be there by then. Pull me one more. Uh-oh, uh-oh. What's happening?
Sorry about that. I'm back.
That's okay. While you were gone, we had 1,000 subscribers. Boom!
Wow! Congratulations! And I missed it.
It just happened. It just went up. Thank you, everybody. You guys are
Well
awesome.
earned, sir. Well earned.
Appreciate it, everyone. That deserves some fireworks and some confetti. Wouldn't you say? Let's do it. Oh, thank you, everybody. That means
That's your milestone.
that's a total. That's totally awesome. So, stick around for after our session with Kiwi, as we'll have some news about how things are going to look next week. Okay, we got some plans for us all. All right, so we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But let's have Kiwi do his last stint. Give us some laps. Just see if we can incorporate some of this. We did it, Bandit Cookie. We did it.
So pleased for you, Lit. It's great.
It really is. I'm glad you were here to be a part of it too, man. That's cool.
It's a privilege for me.
Unique, you subscribed and liked on your other account. Thank you, Unique. Appreciate it, man. No, we're not shaving heads. That's not something that we're going to do in celebration for 1,000 subscribers. I feel like it's unrelated completely, honestly.
What Greasy did.
He already doesn't have hair. Doesn't? Or did he?
Yeah.
Did he back then?
I need to find out when his birthday is. I want to see the hair cream.
Yeah. Thank you, Unique. Appreciate it, friend. Oh, yeah. Boot it right out of there. 10K? No, not 10K for shaved head. No. That's not a thing. I think the one who would really... I think BL would hate that. I think my wife would hate that. We're not doing a death nut challenge. No. Kiwi, all these people have bad ideas.
What's a death nut challenge? I not want to know that?
I had to ask him that too, and he said apparently it's like a really, really spicy peanut.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going, no, I choose life, in the words of Sid from Ice Age.
Yeah. In Hamburg, there's a breakfast stand.
Yeah, I know. We just said it.
And they...
Sorry, go ahead.
You can buy sausages in Hamburg at a special stand, and you actually have to sign a disclaimer before you eat.
Right? Yeah. That's just insanity. That doesn't sound like fun at all. I don't like it.
That's for people with... Yeah, not my thing.
Oh, is that right, Drive? Oh, man, you just missed it. Oh. The real shock collar. Yeah, man, you guys are coming out with it right now, aren't you? Oh, goodness. Thank you, Drive. I appreciate that. Tell it like it is.
No, what are you doing? A silly car.
Silly car, for sure. No biggie.
Itself, is it? And that felt so good. Then it just went.
Yeah.
Might be getting a bit tired now as well.
I'm sure that could be a part of it here. All right, take it easy. Tire's a little dirty.
But now I'm just making excuses.
That's fine. No, that's a sim racer's prerogative. G taught me that as well. Blame the equipment, blame the car. All of that is par for the course.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, son of a wicked. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, bud. Oh, yeah, look at the car. Just get there. Thank you, second gear. Boom. Out you go. Nice. Excuse me. All right, so try letting the car roll through this left apex first. Let it get through there.
Okay.
Yep, don't need to brake as hard. Don't need to brake as hard.
I was too soft on the brakes, you mean?
You were too hard on the brakes. You scrubbed too much speed.
Okay.
Even with that, though, you are 7/10 up.
I have to be patient there, unfortunately.
You have that spin in the back of your mind. I think maybe. What's the duck? What did I miss? Duct tape challenge. Race with your hands duct taped to the wheel. That sounds awful. Oh, goodness. You folks are funny. Yeah, true. If I did that with a DD with like some 8 Newton meters, I'd break my arms. All right, fly through here. Here we go. On the throttle. Yep.
I didn't really get...
It's okay. It's salvageable. Yeah, you went a little bit slower, but it actually provided you with a little bit better exit speed. So in the end, it's kind of okay.
Oh, can't get that 56, can I?
You know what I think it is? I think you're going to first a little too soon.
In that corner there, or?
Yeah, the left-hander.
Yeah.
I think we need a little more. I think it's second gear to the apex, and then first gear after the apex as you continue to decelerate.
It felt pretty good, although I had to pump the pedal.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst. I think in that scenario, I think it was a necessary adjustment, mid-corner adjustment that you had to make.
It sort of also fascinates me is how fast you can react when it's necessary. You know?
Yeah, agreed. You feel it, you sense it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Nice. Extra nice.
Didn't quite get the apex I was looking for.
Not quite, but good speed through there. Only thing missing from that little sequence there is how wide you're starting. You can start a little wider on the curbing, and that might that might get you just that little extra. Yeah, we went to first too soon again.
But they've used a bit of second there for more rotation, huh?
Mm-hmm. Some cars will benefit from that more than others.
Now I've got this all wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly, G. I think it's a little tough at the moment, but that's okay. Like I said, it's an odd sequence of corners there. If anything, I'd rather focus on some of the other ones.
Is G talking about turn 1, turn 2?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
On it. Yeah. Little late to get on the throttle, I think, that time. Because you carried good speed. Just a little late to be on the throttle. So I want you to go right through it. Go right through this apex. Like barely even brake. Better. More of that.
Good stranger.
Yeah.
I was using more of the gears to slow down.
Yeah. You're definitely not carrying enough speed through there.
Okay.
And oh yeah, that's fun. Honestly, I think it is probably a big key to your lap time here. But
I think so too.
Blankenship says it's hard to break some driving habits once you get used to doing it a certain way. Yeah, and that is one of the biggest things, in a Learn with Lead session. That's one of the things that we have to try to overcome. It can be the most difficult thing, and depending on how different it is from what someone is used to, the harder it can be to make it happen.
My old age doesn't help either.
To me, it seems like you're a youth at heart. I don't think you're.
I'm a youth at heart. 58 in years.
Yeah, exactly. You don't act your age. I'll put it that way. How about that?
I don't know whether it's a good thing or not.
I think it's a good thing.
I just think life should be fun. Why be so serious?
Right.
I mean, there are times to be serious, of course, but
well, that's maturity. I think the true definition of maturity is knowing when not to goof off.
Then I'm not mature.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was closer.
Yeah, I was where you were landing up there.
Little fun on the exit.
That was a shame.
Thank you, Phil. Yeah, man, we got there. Gee, you're 29. Oh, okay. Mr. Youngbuck. Woo!
I saved the last one just on the corner.
You did.
Yeah. Do we want to recap? Because I'm actually feeling quite tired now, a bit fatigued.
Yep, we can call it right there. It's not a problem.
So, okay?
I mean, the main, it'd have been fun if you had beaten your time, but the main objective really is to get the new feelings in and understand what that all looks like and feels like. And so I think that objective has been achieved. And so that's more important. Okay, you can go ahead and stop the share screen if you'd like.
Okay.
And then we can recap the main points along with giving you some direction as you go forward here. So, all right, let me get out of this myself. All right, so like we talked about in the beginning, you know, the main difference between Group 4 and the other slower road cars is the power level. We're looking at, you know, more power, really not a whole lot of downforce to compensate for that extra power, and that means our margins for error are so much slimmer, right, in the Group 3 class. So the power, and then of course, since we're going higher speeds, you know, there's just Group 4, when you make a mistake, if your entrance is too shallow, if you get on the power too soon, it forgives you basically. But Group 3 rather, it punishes you, right? It punishes you with oversteer. So the things that we covered today, right? We covered making sure that through each corner we're getting the rotation required. You know, when we first started the session and I was leading, we talked, you know, we had you go to +5 brake balance, which that seemed, you seemed to cater to that pretty easily. You seemed to catch that really fast, and it felt pretty good for you, right?
Yeah, that was an eye opener for me, to be perfectly honest. Because
yeah. So I would say this, going forward, you know, on the brake balance side of things, start with +5 in the future, and back it off if necessary. That's how I would go about it. That's kind of the approach that I've been taking recently. You know, big downhills, that might be a place, you know, that might be a thing where you want to back it off some. You know, a prime example of that is like the downhill at Bathurst, for example. It's so steep, and brake balance to the rear, that can really get you out of control in a hurry on the downhill, the dipper, and all of that. So keep that in mind. But, you know, my suggestion would be start with +5 to the rear, and then if needed, back it off. Okay. Let's see. So to avoid power oversteer, we practiced getting the car rotated and limiting the amount of steering required on the exit of the corners. There's a few corners here that really that's really required. Turn, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn 5 especially was that way. Big Banky Boy was that way. And then, you know, the sequence that we spent a lot of time on, the 3 corners before the last corner, basically. We worked on that. So I guess one of the things to, you know, going forward on that regard, Kiwi, would be make sure, take note of whether you're using all the course or not, okay? That goes for both entrances and exits for corners. It's standard stuff, right? I think, you know, you and all many of us know that. But if we're not, we have to realize that if we're not executing that, if we're not accomplishing that, then that should be a flag. It should be a little light should go on, and that tells us, okay, I can get more out of this corner than what I'm getting, right? So if we're not tracking out, if our momentum is not tracking us out wide, that means either our entrance needs to be tweaked, or we can actually get on the throttle sooner because our entrance is good and the car can handle a lot more. Make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
Okay.
And I felt that too.
Yeah.
Experimenting with that tonight. So
yeah, for sure. We also worked as a part of getting the car rotated. We worked a little bit and utilized gearing a little bit to get that extra rotation. So now remember, engine braking, downshifting early, it really only benefits if you're in that highest rev range. So make sure that you're getting, when you click down to that low gear, you should immediately see the blinking blue because that means you're at the top of the rev range and you're going to get the most benefit out of that rotation. If you're gearing down and, the meter is halfway or lower, you're really not benefiting from it really at all.
So you want to be on the limiter, basically.
Yeah. And descending from that limiter, that's the sound you should hear. So, someone that I see do this really well and consistently is Digit. All I have to do is listen. I don't even have to watch. All I have to do is listen to his gearing, and you can hear it. It's just time after time after time again, that whine of the engine starting high and going low and then back up again and then boom, gearing down, whine down, going low. So and that dude is rapid. He's racing with the best all the time. Let's see. So I think those are the main things that we covered. And so basically in regards to that going forward, if you're finding that you're not really able to grab an apex consistently and you're not able to tuck the car in consistently on a particular corner, consider using a lower gear and see if that gets you tight to the apex like you want it to be, basically. Okay. Those are my three main takeaways, focuses, and things to look to work on for the future. Anything else from me, bud?
No, just thank you very, very much for your time. Amazing. And
yeah, man, you're welcome. I had a blast with you, man. This was a great fun. I'm glad that technology eventually worked for us, even though it looked kind of bleak at the beginning. But we got what we wanted today, and that's great. Thank you for being an awesome guest and being willing to come on and learn with Led. I know it's not necessarily the most comfortable thing to have a bunch of people watch you, and your mistakes are broadcast in front of everybody, and all that kind of thing. So appreciate you very much.
I'm a musician. I'm used to it.
Yeah, I guess you are, aren't you? People don't scare you that much.
I also want to say thanks for G for his input, and the GT7 community out there, stay awesome like you are.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Well, I don't think I'm the only one that would think this, but Kiwi, you help make the GT7 community awesome. You're a big part of that, man. And so yes, definitely. You bring.
I'm just a pain in the butt.
But you're an adorable pain in the butt, I gotta say. if you want to go that route, no, man. You make Greasy. You make his channel so much fun. You're racing with everybody. Like it's I when I see Flying Kiwi and I see maple syrup, I get a little smile on my face because you make stuff a lot of fun out there for everybody. So. It's awesome to have a guest like you on. There's no doubt about it. Appreciate you, friend.
Well, thank you kindly, sir.
You're welcome. Well, I think that'll do it for this session. We'll go ahead and say goodbye now. I'm sure we'll see you on a chat, or on a track very shortly, friend.
Okay, great. Looking forward to seeing you on track.
All right, bud. We'll catch you soon.
And see you guys.
All right, bye-bye.
So I just leave party now, right?
Yes, you do. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, man. Well, there you are. So we've done it. I guess, I mean, technically we could still go below 1,000. Every now and then we do get a subscriber that leaves, but we have hit 1,000. And Kiwi, you know, it's awesome to see it happen actually on stream and on a Learn with LED session. I think that's pretty nifty that it ended up happening that way. So I think that you know, it's a fitting way. Last time we hit a big milestone, which was 500, we were on vacation, and that was kind of a bummer. So to have it happen live with all of you, that's pretty special. Pretty special. Let's see. You got it, man. So let's talk about what's gonna. I'll probably put a community post as well. But let's plan on this, friends. So Monday, we're gonna do the normal Monday thing, because Monday has to be Monday. Got to get into the dailies. Got to get into excuse me. Got to get into the track guides and do all those types of things. So Monday will be a normal Monday. But on Tuesday, let's plan on a celebration stream on Tuesday. I'm going to try and make it a little bit earlier in the day. That way, some of you friends in Europe and such, you can at least be a little bit a part of it. But it's going to be all about lobbies together, doing races together. And it's going to be all about... putting me in uncomfortable positions. I'm going to race with a controller. I'm going to race in different views on the wheel. I'm going to use cockpit cam, and I'm going to use bumper cam and hood cam and all of those. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. I'm going to try and get on as early as possible for that day so we can accomplish those things. Yeah, and that's the plan. The only other thing missing is going to be a special video that we only have the framework for it, so it's not ready yet. But I'm going to be working on a tribute video to all of you, kind of going over all the, you know, the last year and a month and what that's been like. So that's really cool. Yes, I'll be doing it with hair. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Okay, my peeps. I think that's going to do it for me today. This was a great stream. Highly successful. Love seeing stuff click and executed on track by our guests. It's one of my favorite things to see happen on this channel for sure. Thank you, ads. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for your months and months of support now. Appreciate you, bud. That's going to do it for me today. Yeah, that's going to do it. I think this was good. To everybody who donated, the new member, Up and Adam, I think, is our new member. Appreciate you. Let me check. Yep, Saragon, a member for 5 months. Up and Adam with a sub membership. G with the 10 gifted, or the 10 pounds gifted. Ads member for 5 months. Appreciate you all very much. Let's see. Oh yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, he said that. I got one of my kids here with me right now. That's gonna do it. That'll be it. So I will plan to see you Monday, normal Monday. To everybody who hung out and chatted, gave input, asked questions. Y'all are awesome. I love you all like crazy. And there's not a thing you can do to change my mind. You guys are awesome. We hit 1K. What in the world? Crazy. I'm going to go celebrate. Bye.